It's a new humanitarian crisis. Ethnic cleansing of the Nuba people has left thousands dead, and many others fighting for their lives. The Nuba Mountains are home to one of Sudan's largest Christian communities. They're being tormented by daily airstrikes and house-to-house raids from President Omar Bashir's armed forces. When he heard about extreme shortages of medicine in the Nubas, Operation Blessing's Bill Horan put together an emergency relief mission.
It was dangerous, but it was life-saving.
We found a pilot willing to fly us into the Nuba Mountains, and we took off and flew most of the way under the cover of the clouds to avoid being spotted by the northern warplanes. We landed on this tiny dirt strip, and then the scramble was on to unload the plane as fast as we could because we were told that literally any minute the Antonov bombers could show up and start bombing the airstrip.
Soldiers from the SPLA, the Sudan People's Liberation Army, drove the team several hours to the hideout of Lieutenant General Abdel Aziz. Aziz directs the liberation movement in the Nuba Mountains.
The National Congress Party of Khartoum have declared jihad, Islamic jihad, on all the Nuba, whether you are Muslim, whether you are Christian. Nuba did not go and attack Khartoum. Nuba did not go and take anything from Khartoum. And instead, Khartoum is the one exploiting the area. They are taking the oil. This is the only oil producing state in the north, in the remaining part of the country.
The people of the Nuba Mountains enjoyed a 6-year period of relative peace after the signing of the North-South Peace Agreement in 2005. That ended last June when the northern government attacked the Nuba capital city of Kadugli. Operation Blessing's Bill Horan was shown some of the destruction.
A school was actually targeted, a school that was filled with children in school, in session. 2 huge bombs, thank God they missed, but not by much. 2 giant craters in the soil, but it was close enough to the school that some shrapnel fell and penetrated the walls of some of the school buildings. 1 child was killed and a whole group of children were injured. Who in the world would target on purpose children?
What relief was delivered by Operation Blessing? An emergency health kit containing enough medicine and medical supplies to establish a much-needed health clinic that will serve 10,000 Nubian people for 90 days.
We purchased 2 of those complete emergency kits in the Netherlands and flew them in. Those medicines are now, at this moment, being used to treat the sick, the injured, the wounded in the clinics in the Nuba Mountains. The people of the Nuba Mountains, no one can hear their voice. They're suffering in silence. We need to be their voice. The United States and all the nations of the free world, the United Nations, they have to quit ignoring this, and then they have to quit talking about it. They have to take decisive action. There needs to be action by the United Nations. If the United Nations stands for people, please defend the people of Nuba.
Gary Lane, CBN News.